When Captain Han Jae-Min's starship went down on an uncharted planet, he thought the worst part would be surviving. He was wrong. He woke up surrounded by towering, silver-skinned women with eyes that glowed like moons, a civilization that had never seen a human male before. To them, he wasn't just a survivor. He was a myth come alive, and in their world, myths weren't questioned. They were claimed. What happens when one man becomes the prize in a society that worships power? And he's the only one who remembers what it means to be human. If that opening already has your curiosity burning, hit that like button. It really helps more people find stories like this one. And if you love bold human against the universe tales, go ahead and subscribe for more epic HFY sci-fi. Don't forget to share this with your fellow sci-fi lovers, because this one S about to get wild. The stars had always been Jae-Min's home until they turned against him. One moment, his ship Ardent Wing glided through the silence of Sector 19. The next, it was screaming through a dying atmosphere. Alarms blared, metal tore like thunder, and fire painted the cockpit in angry orange. "Come on, baby, hold together," he whispered, gripping the yoke until his knuckles turned white. But the ship didn't listen. It plunged, spinning, into the crimson clouds of an unnamed planet. Impact came like a god's hammer. The world went black. When he woke, everything was wrong. The air shimmered with a faint silver mist. The ground was covered in flowers that pulsed with light. His suit was cracked, oxygen low, and his comms dead. But what truly froze his breath wasn't the alien jungle or the silence that pressed in from every direction. It was the feeling that he wasn't alone. Somewhere beyond the glowing trees, something moved, graceful, tall, watching. Jae-Min reached for his sidearm, but before his fingers touched it, a voice, melodic and strange, whispered behind him. "A male?" He turned and saw eyes like liquid moonlight staring back. They surrounded him in silence, tall figures with silver skin that shimmered under the strange twin suns. Their hair flowed like spun light, their movements fluid and precise, like a dance that never ended. Jae-Min froze, hands raised. "Easy. I'm not here to hurt anyone." They tilted their heads, studying him as though he were a puzzle. Their armor looked ceremonial, elegant curves of glassy metal and woven light. One stepped forward, her voice calm but commanding. "You speak. How?" Her words carried perfect tone, perfect clarity, but not his language. His suit AI must have caught fragments, auto-translating through static. "I'm human," he said. "My ship crashed." The tallest one exchanged glances with the others. Then, as if a decision had been made, they dropped to one knee in unison, not in fear, but reverence. "The prophecy of the Skyborn," the leader whispered. "He has come." Jae-Min's pulse quickened. He'd seen first contact before, but never like this. Their eyes weren't curious. They were awed, and when they reached out to touch his faceplate, it wasn't examination. It was worship. He had just realized. These women had never seen a man before. They brought him to their city, if it could even be called that. It rose from the jungle like living crystal, humming softly as if it breathed. Bridges of light stretched between towers carved from luminous stone, and everywhere he looked, thousands of silver-skinned women watched him in silence. He wasn't escorted like a prisoner. He was paraded. Children placed glowing petals at his feet. Warriors bowed as he passed, and in the center of the city, beneath a throne of mirrored glass, the leader, called the matriarch, waited. "You are the Skyborn," she said. "The only male our world has ever seen. You will be kept safe and honored." Her tone was soft, but her eyes gleamed like a collector's admiring a rare artifact. Jae-Min's chest tightened. "I'm not a trophy," he said. "I'm a person." The crowd murmured, confused. Words like trophy and person didn't mean the same here. Guards placed silver bands around his wrists, symbols, not shackles. But when he tried to step down from the dais, the matriarch raised a hand. Stay. The people must see their legend. And that's when it hit him. He wasn't a guest. He was owned. Days turned into weeks. Jae-Min was given everything: food, comfort, a chamber that overlooked the glowing jungle, but never freedom. Every movement was watched, every word recorded. The Vareen treated him like a living monument, not a man. But whispers began to spread through the crystal halls. Some of the younger Vareen, soldiers, scientists, began to question the prophecy. They snuck into his quarters, speaking in hushed tones. "Are there more like you?" one asked. "Billions," he said softly, "and we don't kneel to myths." That single sentence rippled through their ranks like a spark in dry grass. The idea that the Skyborn could bleed, could choose, could disobey. It fascinated them. The matriarch noticed the shift. Her eyes followed him longer. Her speeches grew sharper. "The Skyborn belongs to Vareen," she warned. "Doubt is weakness." But doubt had already taken root. One night, a soldier entered his chamber. Her armor cracked, her hands trembling. "They'll silence you," she whispered. "They fear you'll make us remember what freedom feels like." Jae-Min looked at her and smiled. Then it's time they remembered. The rebellion didn't start with weapons. It started with a human word: enough. The City of Light was burning. The hum of crystal towers had turned into screams and shattering glass. Jae-Min ran through the chaos beside the rebels, Vareen, who no longer bowed, who had seen the truth in his eyes. The matriarch stood on the high dais, her voice echoing across the plaza. "He is not your savior. He is the end of our order." She raised a weapon that glowed like a captured sun. Jae-Min didn't flinch. "Maybe that's what we need," he said. The blast tore through the air. But one of the young soldiers leapt between them, shielding him. The explosion sent shockwaves through the city's power cores, fracturing the great spires of Vareen. Light fell like rain. When the dust cleared, the matriarch was gone. The sky above shimmered, and for the first time, dawn broke in natural color, not the crimson haze. Jae-Min stood amid the wreckage, his uniform scorched, his heartbeat steady. Around him, the women of Vareen bowed again, not to worship, but in respect. "What will you do now, Skyborn?" one asked. He looked to the stars, cracked a faint smile. "Teach you what it means to be human,"